And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting... It's the NBA on 2K. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Up and forward, it's Miller and Bridges. MP is out there with Ball, and it's Richards in at the 5. And for Brooklyn, the guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. Johnson is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Claxton in at the center position. Now here's Schroeder. What a tremendous game he played against New York. Well, Shams, obviously the big three in Brooklyn did not work out. But on the bright side, what a return they got for Kevin Durant.
It was one of the biggest packages in NBA history. They got 4 first-round picks, a bunch of other pick swaps. And listen, losing Kevin Durant as well as Kyrie Irving, that definitely hurt the Nets. But their front office is very happy with the haul that they were able to get.
And they can really build. And it's going to be fascinating, I think, Shams, to watch them build.
A first-time head coach in Jordi Fernandez, they know that they're building for the long haul and the long term. It's not just about one season in Brooklyn. They're trying to compete and have sustainable success.
Hey, I know he makes a lot of threes, but he is not just a shooter. Finney-Smith will throw it down on you if you're not careful.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Now the pass to MP. Johnson with the rebound. Schroeder up top. He's covered by Ball. And it's Schroeder missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Ball. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Thomas. The shot from the low post is good.
Well, so often we see this transition buckets off turnovers.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
Took him no time at all on that one. Ball's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Johnson. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. 4 on the clock. Here's Thomas. They get it again. Here's Claxton. Bridges with some nice defense. The Hornets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And that one's good. MP.
You know, as a playmaker, Ball can look off the defender and drop dimes with either hand.
All right, Shams, I know you can't reveal all your secrets, but how do you develop relationships with your sources? The players, the agents, the GMs, the scouts all over the NBA.
It comes year after year. This has been something I've been doing for the better course of the last 15 years. So for me, it's about relationships, it's about daily communication and making sure that I keep the trust, I keep the faith, and I keep a level of respect with everyone that I come across. Relationships are the name of the game, especially in the NBA.
Well, that's what I've heard about you. They trust you. So if they're going to confide, they know they can trust you. I would think that would be maybe the core of how you operate.
Trust and faith, and that develops early, not taking shortcuts. I'm very much for the long game.
Outstanding.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there. Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Goes up on the wing. MP, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Thomas, that's good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Ball against Schroeder. Here's MP. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. MP's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, LaMelo relishes every chance he gets to drop a dime like that.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
I think it's shots.
Now a chance to check out the top NBA. The 4th spot held by Nick Claxton.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
Schroeder finds Johnson. Back to Schroeder. Tries it from the top of the key. And Claxton throws it down.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does. Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
So they take the lead. And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap's numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement, and that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restrictive position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nick Richards. That is his first foul of the game. Charlotte on D. Claxton finds Finney-Smith. Schroeder outside.
You know, as a defender, Bridges is pretty intimidating. I mean, he does a good job of working at keeping you smothered up.
Back to Ball. Here's the lob to the hoop. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Thomas. 5 points in the game. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Miller. Good defense by Claxton. And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Nets. It's a three-point game. Getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
We got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. Because you've got to start somewhere. A win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Thomas surveying the D. From deep. Good on the three-point shot. Thomas got 8.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Ball dishes to MP. And you look at the way the league is moving now, Shams, are there less big trades than when you started or more?
Perhaps a little bit less, but listen, the league is trying to keep parity in this league and allow teams to be able to keep their homegrown stars.
Substitutions on the court.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. The post tandem, Bridges and Williams. MP is out there with LaMelo Ball. And it's Miller in at the 3 slot.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Schroeder passes to Thomas. Got a piece of it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Friday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings.
And for that game against the Warriors, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proven to be an effective tool for them.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against New York. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Passes to Finney-Smith. Shot clock at 5. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in.
Finney-Smith has a real good handle on his role in this offense. He takes high percentage shots consistently.
Ball finds MP. Fires the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists tonight. And Sharms, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same way. Here's Johnson. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
And the shot is good.
So crafty and clever at finishing inside. Schroeder doesn't lack confidence trying to get it up and down from this area.
Bridges passes to MP. Miller outside. Back to MP. 13 feet away. Again, the Hornets score.
And, you know, for Miller, his passing is probably the most valuable and overlooked part of his game.
Outside Thomas. Hornets with the rebound. Bridges has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
To the paint. And Johnson with the stop.
Strong moves to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
The Hornets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Well, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Bridges with the board. Bridges has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Hey, Shams, for the past decade that you've been a major player in the NBA, it's been LeBron's league, it's been Curry's league. Who else is going to take over this league, you think, coming up around the corner?
Given the NBA Finals we just had, have to throw in Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Luka Doncic into the fold as far as faces of the NBA. But Nikola Jokic is so good. He will be one of the guys for a while. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have to mention him as well. But ultimately, you have to also keep an eye on Victor Wembanyama, the way that Victor Wembanyama could take over the league. And already, so early, was so special. Victor Wembanyama is someone to keep an eye on.
Okay, they just passed a note down to me, our gang here. What about Anthony Edwards at Minnesota? He's another one, right? Young American player who is really making an impact.
Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, you have to consider those two as well. And it's special, the crop of young players that we have coming up in this league. One of them is sure to emerge as this generation's, whether you want to call it Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, there will be a face out of this crop.
And we cannot wait. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
DA, we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. Free throw, no good for MP. Nets trail by 17. Johnson, that's for 2. And the Nets miss again.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Miller, no luck. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, you know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Excellent D there from Ball. When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see? And so it's the Charlotte Hornets riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP and this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
The guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. The rebound by Richards. Richards got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Miller, the pass to MP. The rebound by the Nets. Schroeder with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Here's Johnson. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 assists in the game.
You can rely on Schroeder's passing ability. He does a good job finding and setting up shooters.
Bridges kicks the ball. Pass to Richards. Up and in from the low block. Richards got 16.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Nets trail by 17. Schroeder surveying the floor. Johnson in the corner. Over Miller. A shot by Johnson, no good. Charlotte leading by 17. Here's MP. Another shot, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. The Hornets have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Out left to the wing. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Schroeder against Ball. Thomas inside. Over MP. Thomas, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this.
After this win, a little bit more.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Williams, he's checked in for the Hornets. Schroeder passes to Thomas. Will it go? And it's good on the way in. Thomas got 12 points in the game.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Ball dishes to MP. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. That's 28 points for MP.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Schroeder finds Johnson. And he drops it in from the low post. 12 points for him.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Ball, the pass to MP. The shot, no good. Enzo Thomas will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. No one near him. Hornets with the rebound. MP's got 4 rebounds in this game. Unloads. The rebound by the Nets.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Hornets leading by 20. Left side, Miller. Ball against Schroeder. Unloads from 9, and Ball puts it in. Ball's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Schroeder against Ball. Johnson, the pass to Schroeder. Nets passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. Thomas, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And he drives in. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got assist number 5 here tonight. Charlotte has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. MP, that's for 2, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Johnson outside. Pass to Claxton. Thomas with the ball. Shot on the wing, and he comes up with the deuce. Thomas got 16 points. And so it's Charlotte with it. At the elbow, it's MP. And MP throws it down.
Well, you know, it's obvious that Ball knows exactly how to work the angles. He gets the ball to a wide-open shooter just about every time.
Here's Schroeder. He's got 7. Outside Thomas. And he slams it down right on top of Brandon Miller.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And the pass to Thomas. Over MP. That doesn't go either for Thomas. From 13, here's MP. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. MP's got 36.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. MP's really making a difference.
Try and cool them off.
Substitutions on the court.
MP against Schroeder. Ball, the pass to MP. from about 16. Here's Richards. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. Up and forward, it's Miller and Bridges. LaMelo Ball is out there with MP. And it's Richards in at the center, locking down the middle. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. So both teams changing it up here. "60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. To the inside, Sharp. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch. Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
MP against Milton, and it's blocked. The Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Miller. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Charlotte.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
And, you know, on top of that, second chance points have been a major component for them. And I love the relentlessness they've shown on the offensive glass.
5 to shoot. Johnson down low, covered by Miller. Goes up again, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul, team second.
That's good from Johnson.
At the line.
And Brooklyn make it.
Substitutions on the court.
Here's MP, and he drops in the layup off the glass. MP's got 40 points.
Well, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Nets. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Bridges with the board. The Hornets have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. With the drive, Miller with a wide open look, and it's the Hornets another 3.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Brooklyn's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Bridges with the steal. Inside. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Pass to Williams. He dishes it to Johnson. Bogdanovich. And Bridges with the block.
Boy, a really good shot blocker for a wing. Bridges elevates quickly and has an excellent sense of timing.
Cameron Thomas. Second personal foul. Penalty. Shooting for Charlotte. Number 3. Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. So for the Nets, Trendon Watford comes in for Cameron Thomas. And it's Wilson in for Cameron Johnson. Grant Williams is checked in for the Hornets. Smith comes in for Brandon Miller. Williams looking over the floor. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Charlotte has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Martin dishes to MP. MP throws it down.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
By Brooklyn. Charlotte's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. They get it back. The Nets shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Williams. Rebound by Smith. Hornets shooting and hitting almost everything here in the fourth, up around 58% from the field.
Just look at the score differential in this one. I mean, a truly commanding and dominant performance here
for Charlotte.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Williams. Count it.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
It's Martin on the wing. Charlotte moving it around. And here's MP for three. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. And here's Brooklyn. Here's Simmons. And he makes the 8-footer.
Simmons really comfortable in tight. And he's so skilled, he makes it look easy scoring inside.
Here's MP. The good-looking shot from the wing. MP's got 48.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Pass to Wilson. Fires from 18. No good that time. MP from deep three-point land. No good there.
And that's the end of the game. Fans, thank you for coming out to today's game and supporting your team. Please exit the building carefully and get home safely.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.